right now. Alrighty. I am not going to say episode numbers because I lose track, but here we are again with
Hi,
another episode.
everyone.
I have a wonderful friend, Brittany, with me. Brittany, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, hi. My name is Brittany Smith, and I met Sarah through a Facebook group, and we've been friends ever since. I live in Georgia in the USA, um, and I'm majoring in marketing, and I'm in my junior year of college, and maybe I'll graduate. Hopefully, this semester is kicking my butt. So, and I just transferred to like a bigger school, so it's been a lot. But hi. And my favorite color is pink, and we're going to be talking about Wicked today and other businessy stuff.
Yes. So, Brittany and I met in specifically, I believe it was a Canva design group. Yeah, because someone was like, "Oh, business owners, drop your information," and then I saw
Yeah.
Brittany was doing similar to what I do with the social media marketing, and then I followed her on Instagram, and we kind of just clicked instantly.
Hmm.
So yeah, um, that's a little bit about our history. But today we're going to be talking about our businesses, why we started them, things like that. And if you can't tell, I'm also wearing a Wicked shirt. And
Yes. We've got the Wicked merch on today because we have to represent. And so this necklace is very special to me. And the sweatshirt is too. I got it with my sister. Her name's Leah, and she gave me this necklace. It'll go towards the Wicked 2 movie, but basically it's like because I knew you, I've been changed for good. And you see I have Glinda's little wand here, and she
oh,
has Elphaba's little broomstick. So I have her with me in spirit today.
nice. Um, but yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get started talking about our businesses. So I can start with mine, and then Brittany, I'll let you have the floor. Not that I'm trying to like, but you know.
No, this is your podcast. I love hearing you talk. So let's go.
All right. So I started my business in July, right when I started my schooling. I'm in a master's in marketing program. So we have that in common as well with marketing. And I, how basically I started it, as everyone knows, because I talked about it in the first one, was um, after my autism diagnosis, it kind of hit me that I was pushing neurotypical norms on my students, and I'm like, I don't like doing, or I don't like having this done for me. Like, my words are not coming out, but I
Not
don't
to
like,
interrupt you, and I'm sorry
yes.
because I have the ADHD thing. I have a million thoughts in my head. It wasn't your fault. You've been conditioned and taught that that is the way to teach. So don't put that on you. You went through 4 years of school, and I did an education. I started an education program for a little bit until I realized it wasn't for me. And so I know how strict they are and how structured they are with how you teach. So it is not your fault that you were pushing those neurotypical terms,
Thank you. I
conditions on
appreciate
people.
that. But yeah, so basically it was that, and then I was coming home exhausted every day and just like constantly overstimulated that I was like, I did a good 5 years of this. I think it's time for something new. And so I know that I literally live on social media. It's like actually a problem, but I I know
Relatable.
I can be creative. So I was like, why not channel this creativity to help others, that are small business owners, one woman, one person operations that are struggling with promoting themselves to get new clients. And I talk with my hands a lot. I'm sorry, deal with it. But
I
anyway,
do too.
but that's basically how I started my business and like what made me want to do it. Um, and yeah, and just before I let Brittany get into her side, but we actually collaborated on a giveaway together. I'm gonna keep it anonymous because this is not a this it's a slight spill the tea, but like with no
It's like
names.
it's diet tea.
Yeah, diet tea. I love that. But she made a logo for this person, which was bomb by the way. I
I
used it on
correction, I think I made like 25
oh
logos
yeah,
for this person.
yeah, 25, but the one that they really liked I thought was really cool and I used it on my part of the giveaway, which was building a website for this person. Um Long story short, the website is no longer in existence because I was not getting paid and I was like, why am I keeping this up if I'm not going to get paid? So I was very petty and I took it down and then the person got mad at me for it, but
That's business, especially in the business of giving things away, and then no one ever wants to appreciate the hours it takes and how much time you put into this. Like it's if only people knew.
right. So now I have learned to have a contract. So,
Which, by the way, I had a contract and she refused to sign it. Red flag number
ooh,
one. They refused,
ooh.
I guess. And I was like, just sign it. Just sign it. And I don't, she's like, I don't know how to do this. I don't really know. I'm like, I can walk you through it. Just sign it. Wouldn't do it. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, so because I did my part of the giveaway and then they wanted me to keep updating it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start charging for this because my part of the giveaway is done. Um I was very generous. I gave them a discount because they were technically like my first paying. I'm using in quotes because
Yeah.
where was the payment? But but yeah, long story short, I went 5 months without payment, so I took down the website and have not heard
Which,
from this person
yeah,
since.
which hosting a website is not cheap or
No,
easy.
it was like $250.
That's insane. That's insane. I couldn't even do that. That's crazy.
But yeah,
But
that's my story.
I like that story. So yeah, I started off the same thing. So my business is not really a business anymore. Sadly, I'm focusing on school, and I kind of it was an endeavor I embarked on last summer, probably the same month, like probably July, and I had just got out of my spring semester, and I took my first marketing class. Obsessed, totally obsessed. I was like, I can't believe I've been missing out on this my whole life. Before that, I didn't know exactly what major I was going to do. Like, I started off in middle grades education. And because I was like, oh, I love English and history, I could just learn about this my entire life. But then I was like, wait a second, the education system is very broken and it needs reform. And I'm like, I did a job for 5 years that mentally and physically changed my life forever, which was the military. And I'm like, I don't think I could do that again. I'm like, I'm in a really good spot in life. And I'm like, if it was a better environment, I would, but I can't. And it also didn't help that all of the teachers that I knew that were like my friends and stuff like that and acquaintances and stuff, they're like, it's not the same as it was, and I wouldn't suggest it. So didn't do that. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll just do HR. But then I started taking those business electives and yeah, I fell in love with marketing. And I did a really awesome project and it was my first marketing plan. My professor loved it, which to this day, he's still my favorite professor. I don't go to that school anymore, but he inspired me a lot. He was like a Coke executive for 25 years and ran a lot of the marketing there and everything. And it was just really inspiring. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to keep doing it. I was like, I need to learn more about this because, ADHD, hyperfixation, like,
Yes.
like this is
Yes.
my thing and I want to learn everything about it. So I love Canva, always been obsessed with it. I just love it. It's, yeah, like you said, like you just have so much creativity in you, and it's such a great way to channel it. And I love it's so easy to like work too. Some people think it's
Oh
hard, and
yeah.
some parts are a little hard, but I love the layout and I love the company themselves. Like they're really ethical and stuff like that. So yeah, I started making stuff on there. And then same as you is like I have a passion for small businesses and local businesses. And there's a really big demand in the market for these businesses that don't know how to market themselves. And most of them don't have a marketing budget. It's really expensive. What we do is worth a lot of money because we help
Yes.
bring them money.
Yes.
So I was like, but I recognize that I am not done with college and I don't know everything. So a lot of my stuff I was trying to do for charity, a lot of my projects, I was like, just pay me what you can because I really kind of like that business model because um, I feel like it's true. I feel like most people will pay you for the most part. People will pay you what they can. I didn't really make much money off of it, but I got a lot of experience, made a lot of connections, and I had a lot of fun with it. And then when the summer was over, um, another opportunity came around and I started that. And now I'm back in school full time and I'm a mom, I'm a wife. So I'm like, and I need to focus on myself. So I'm like, I just need to do school and focus on that. But that all of my little Canva website, all of my creations, and even now I'm still creating. I just haven't posted much of it, but it's just going to be like a portfolio so people can see and everything. So yeah, that was my journey. And then yeah, that giveaway we did was pretty crazy.
Yes.
Very That's another reason too why I was like, I can't be a one person show. And like even my husband, so he's an accountant. And so he's done all business courses and stuff too. And then he's like, well, if you're gonna make this a business, he's like, you need to be an LLC, you need to cover yourself legally and all this stuff. And I'm like, he's right.
Yeah.
I am not an LLC. And I'm like, and if something goes wrong with anybody, I'm not trying to get sued.
Right.
And as of right now, they will be coming for me. So shout out to my husband for all his legal advice. But I was like, yeah, this is going to be a portfolio for now. But yeah, that's what it is to this day. Um, but even though that project specifically was very stressful, I'm glad that I had you with it and that I wasn't in it alone.
Oh yeah.
So grateful for that experience.
Definitely. I agree. And my business is also kind of on the back burner for right now, because I'm in school, full time, and I am doing what I consider an internship, which is basically a service exchange with she's a career coach and she runs like this really huge neurodivergent careers and job hunting group. But
That's cool.
she did marketing for 10 years. So in
Wow.
exchange for me, like I'm just now starting to like make posts for her social media. Um, and then she's also giving me mentorship, and I'm also helping manage her group, so I'm getting community management experience as well. So I'm really grateful for that experience.
That's an awesome
Yeah,
opportunity.
yeah, for sure. So while my business is not like my main priority, like that's not to say okay, I do think it was a bit of a hyper fixation, and I was like, I don't want to work for the man, you know,
Yeah,
like
no shame in that.
I want to work for myself. So, but I don't think I really realized like just how much goes into that.
Hmm.
Um, so it might turn into more of like a side hustle rather than like my main source of income, which is fine. But because that I'm not saying never, like
Hmm.
I'm still gonna I'm gonna drop it in the description of this video so you guys
Yeah,
can
and
check out my
if you guys
website.
want to inquire her and seek her services, yeah, hit her up.
And then I'll put Brittany's portfolio in as well, so you could see the work that she's done because she has done some pretty awesome work. I've looked and I'm like, ooh, that's cute. I like that,
Thanks,
but
thanks.
yes.
Only with pro version though, I couldn't do it with the the free version.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but I will say they've cut me a lot of deals before. So yeah, like I said, I love Canva.
yeah. And I know there's like a whole debate on Canva right now because there's a lot of people upset about AI created art,
Yeah.
but as I was like, I was literally talking um to my friend about this. like last week, and we were talking about that whole thing with like Canva and AI. And I said like that I personally don't see a problem in using Canva as long as I'm updating the template to like fit their need, you know? Like
Yeah.
if I'm working with a company, I'm going to use their colors, I'm going to use their logo. Like yes, I'm using a template, but I'm adding my own like flair to it to make it more like
Yeah.
not AI, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I know they have some creators, they hire some creators to go in there and do that type of stuff. But yeah, I haven't really, I actually know a lot about AI. I took a class on it last semester and it was really fun. There's a lot of dark stuff with it. My stance on the art stuff is, yeah, I don't, if you want to play around with it, like for me, like I've used it to like just for fun, like, oh, like do a cat on Earth in space with a palm tree, Lisa Frank style. And then it spits it out. I'm like, no way, that's so cool. I don't go and sell it. I don't go and claim I made it. It literally is in a freaking image in my
Right.
computer. I was just messing around. So I definitely don't support people that are profiting off of that. And it's sad that, yeah, people could type in, any type of artist name and be like, make it look like this. And it's like, whoa, that kind of sucks for the artist. Like,
It does, yeah.
but that's the thing with AI, and that's the crazy thing about it is that it's just so new still, and there hasn't been like expectations fully set on it. And even with school, my school's really, since I've been to I just transferred to a new university. They're really a lot more strict about it, but they specifically say that like professors can use it and stuff. And I'm like, and
Oh,
then they say that,
my
oh,
school they don't allow the professors to use AI checkers like when we write papers and stuff.
they
They're
shouldn't. My school does. And I'm like, that's not even accurate.
exactly, that's why they're not allowed to use it at my school.
Yeah, it's annoying. And I've had it flagged. I haven't had it flag my stuff entirely. But I literally, even though I handwrite all of my papers, I still will put it in because I'm scared. I'm like, does it think a robot wrote this? So I'll put it in, and I love when it tells me it's like 100% human written. I'm like, that's right. But when it tells me it's like 40%, I'm like, no.
Just because I used a big word doesn't mean that
Literally. Or yeah, it does it based off your sentence structure and like numbers and a sentence or letters and words in a
yeah.
sentence. And I'm like, that is no. People can be good writers without being
Right,
flagged like
exactly.
AI did it.
Right.
Especially since all its information has been built off of humans off the internet. All the information it's pulled from, it's like a machine learning thing. So that's how it literally spits its info out. So it's like, no, you got it from a human too, deep down. Don't sit here and say a robot did this.
Yeah. But I think that's all I have for the business talk. Let's get into Wicked because we've been
Yay.
hyper focused on Wicked since
For a
November.
long time, honestly, it was pretty chronic when it came out. I'm not gonna lie. Like my poor husband had to listen to it all the time. If it wasn't Wicked, I didn't want it. My birthday was January 18th, and I was like, this is what I want for my birthday here. And he's like, all Wicked stuff still? And I'm like, yes. I'm like, I only have like a sweatshirt and a necklace and a limited edition vinyl, like,
Only, yeah.
which I didn't get what I wanted. I wanted the Glinda bag. It's like which a lot of people buy the stuff out, so it's gone. But I wanted the little Glinda suitcase purse bag.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my wish list still. But yeah.
All right. So, I mean, I have seen the musical twice, like the not the Broadway version because I ain't got the money for that, but when they were in San Francisco, I saw them. I saw them first on my 13th or around my 13th birthday, I
That's
believe.
cool.
And then in September um last year or
That's
2024.
cool.
So, yeah.
Do you have a
Um,
preference on which soundtrack you like better, or you just they're both equal to you?
Honestly, I really enjoyed the movie
Yeah, the movie's
soundtrack more
good.
because
The movie's good.
I feel like Cynthia Erivo like queen.
I'm getting chills just thinking about.
I know.
Oh my God, yeah. And you saw it in the theater?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I saw it twice. And I saw it with Leah the first time, and it was her second time seeing it when she went with me. And we were still bawling the whole time. Like we did, I think you saw my Instagram post. I did before and after pictures. We did our makeup all
Yeah, I
wickedy
saw.
and stuff like that. Oh, it was so emotional. It's such an emotional journey, and I just feel like I don't know. Some people, I feel like it's the people that know, and
Yes.
everyone's connection's different. For me, my connection with it is I don't really identify as like, oh, I'm more Glinda, I'm more Elphaba. I think part of the reason it hit so deep is because I feel like I have experienced and felt both of those characters' journeys. Like with Glinda, I've experienced, wanting to be good and like wanting to be liked and like trying so hard to get everyone's, like appreciation and get people to notice me. But then I've also experienced, I feel like later in life, I feel like 25 when my frontal cortex fully
Yeah.
started. I am like, no, I don't need to fit anyone's type of what I should be. I'm me, and if they don't like it, that's okay. And yeah, I feel like I've been masking my whole life with with my condition and trying to rationalize like that's why like the ADHD thing, it just is really it's made me feel like I'm not alone in this. Like so many people like have what I have and I don't have to mask it anymore. Like it makes us who we are. And I love it about myself. And I've been really trying to lean into like the superpowers of it. And I have a little list here of superpowers to tell you and anyone else that um maybe is experiencing it and wants to just see it as like a good thing. So,
I love that.
but yeah, Wicked is my life. And oh,
I
it's
like yeah, I agree that I saw it with my I only saw it once. I wanted to see it more than once, but never got around to it. But I saw it with my mom and my grandma. Um and my mom and I were both crying by the end of
yeah.
it. Like
Oh my.
I just know when I hear their rendition of For Good, it's gonna be waterworks for like days. Like
And I heard there's like a new song that has
oh
like
yeah.
I'm so excited. So excited. And I'm also more okay, back a little bit of the business thing, the marketing for Wicked. Holy crap. It is like the coolest and like in it, I guess I am a little biased, but I think just it is everywhere from
Yep.
like freaking cake mixes to shoes and it's like it's in luxury stores to Walmart, like on macaroni and cheese boxes,
Yep.
like green and pink noodles. Like what? That is amazing that they were able to just go into so many different they were able to channel so many different segments and like it's so profitable. It's so profitable. Like I'm just very proud of everything with it and have
Yeah.
so much a deep appreciation for it.
It was kind of funny because when when it ended and it said like to be continued,
Oh,
my mom and my grandma didn't realize that it's a two-parter.
my husband didn't either.
So they were like, "What do you mean to be continued?" And I was like, "There's a whole second act to the musical, like unless you want to sit through a 6-hour movie, which I
It
gladly would have done,
will.
honestly." But
That's crazy. Yes, and it's really driving me nuts that I don't know who Dorothy is. Like,
yeah, I've seen I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to spoil it, but I've seen some like stuff about like who becomes who,
oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah, I know that, but we don't want
yeah.
to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to spoil it. But But yeah, I don't know who Dorothy is either.
It's killing me. It's killing me.
I
And
know.
all
I'm like, I kind of want to search it, but I also want to be surprised at the same time. You know?
I don't even trust it. Like I've searched it and it's like that people think it's like between three people, but I'm just like, I bet it's not even that. Like they're keeping it so under wraps and
Yeah.
it
But
kills me that I don't know.
I did appreciate all the little Wizard of Oz nuggets that were in it. Like,
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
them bringing Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, like my jaw literally dropped. I was like,
I know. I know. And it's crazy because like people that how I was saying like I'm just so impressed with them because they were able to bring on people that are not even musical people, don't know anything about Wicked, my husband, and he freaking loves it. Like he missed all of the little like Easter eggs and stuff put in there. But he's just like, that was so good. And I was like, I know, right? I'm glad you like it because he would have issues if you didn't like it, but I'm glad you like
like I might be questioning some things about our
it.
religion now.
See, I'm like, I knew you were a good person. Thank God. But yeah, he loved it, and I can't wait to go see part two. I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna cry all the time again, but it's
Oh yeah.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Even when
I still
I can let it, like when I listen to the soundtrack, I can picture it in my head, the movie.
literally same. I'm like doing the dances and stuff to it. Like,
You're gonna die laughing at this. So my daughter, she's 2 years old. She's going on 3. She's into her little baby music and stuff like that. And she doesn't really like our music very much. But like I said, I have the soundtrack on vinyl, and her favorite song is Popular.
oh my gosh.
But specifically not even like the popular. She likes the beginning when Glinda says Elfie. So like she's like, I want Elfie. I'm like, me too. Then she wants me to just restart it so she can hear that part. Elfie.
Just that
So
one
that's
part.
just in my head all the time. Like, can you listen to the song, please? Like, there's so many better parts of it. Like, you will be. She's like, Elfie.
She has her priorities.
Yes. At least
That's
she
so
has
cute.
good taste.
That's so cute. All right. This meeting is going to end soon, so I'm gonna stop the recording
Okay.
because
How
I
much time do we have left?
we have like 9 minutes.
Okay, can I say the quick little I said I was gonna
Oh
say the
yeah.
superpowers and I don't want to let anyone down
Yes.
in case they need to hear it. So here we go. Here are some positive aspects of ADHD, aka your superpowers. Okay, so creativity. People with ADHD often have a high level of creativity and can think outside the box and coming up with innovative solutions and ideas. 2, energy. Individuals with ADHD typically have high energy levels, which can translate into enthusiasm and drive. Resilience. Many people with ADHD develop strong resilience, allowing them to bounce back from challenges and setbacks. I feel like that's my entire life.
Mhm.
Hyper focus. When we are interested in a task, people with ADHD can become extremely focused and detail oriented, leading to high productivity. It's good when it happens, but when I'm not hyper focused, I can't get anything done. So if that's also anyone out there, you're not alone. Empathy. ADHD can foster a deep sense of empathy and compassion as individuals often understand and relate to others' struggles, um, which I feel like for marketing, like I was thinking about it one day and I was like, I feel like that's why we're so good at it is because the biggest thing about marketing is trying to understand what your consumer wants and what these target markets want. And us being so empathetic and really being able to put ourselves in other people's shoes. And even though sometimes I know for me, it's like, I feel like I can feel people's pain and I can feel people's happiness, but it can be a good attribute with that. So I feel like it really helps us. Um, and anyone else up there that feels like they're too empathetic, you can never be too empathetic. It's a good thing. Okay, and then problem solving skills, the ability to think quickly and adapt to new situations can make people with ADHD excellent problem solvers, definitely. Sense of humor. A good sense of humor is common, and helping build connections and reduce stress. I feel like I'm not that funny, but okay. Self-awareness. Through managing ADHD, individuals often develop a strong self-awareness and emotional regulation skills. Yeah, so much so that I feel like and I've seen other people struggle with it too. Like at the end of the day, you just rethink all your conversations and stuff like that. And you're like, I should have said this. I should have done this. Oh, I sounded really stupid. So I feel like we're very self-aware, but it's a really good thing because it really does help you get along with people. And I feel like it's self-awareness is really shows like your true intelligence because you understand that like I want to respect other people and I respect their feelings and how they feel. So yeah. Okay. And then number nine, risk taking. A higher tolerance for risk can lead to bold decisions and entrepreneurial ventures. Passion. People with ADHD often have a strong passion for their interests, and it often leads to significant achievements and fulfillment. Definitely. And that was the last one. So, to
Yay.
anyone out there that has ADHD, you have so many superpowers and you should be proud of them. And I'm telling that to myself too, because I need to hear that every single
I needed to,
day.
yep. Well, thank you for that. That was so great. And thanks everyone for listening to us yap about Wicked and our business ventures
Yes.
and I hope you get something out of
And
the
go watch Wicked. If you haven't seen it,
yes,
go watch
go
Wicked.
watch it. And thank you, Brittany, for coming on with me.
Thank you for
And
inviting me.
I will see everyone in the next episode.